What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, ReductionAgency.com, 23 years selling full-time on eBay. And Monday morning is here. Another Monday is upon us as we ship out the merchandise to their new homes. We got Courtney in the house, of course, and Pee-wee right here. Looking all comfy. So it's Monday. We're going to go over what the hell happened this weekend. Good Lord. This site is a freaking mess. What was the numbers last week? And it's not too good. And what's up with these new patterns? And the new videos I'm going to be making. We'll talk about all that kind of stuff as long as I remember to talk about it. But first, what's up with these patterns? All right, for the last 6 days now on the clothing store, I got a pattern similar to Josh's, but not as high. Step, 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 drop, step, 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 drop. So, as you know, there's been pattern after pattern when it comes to these sales bars for the last 2-ish months. And if you know anything about eBay, there should never be any patterns. It's all just sporadic. The fact that there's been patterns for the last 2 months tell you that something is not afoot, if you will. Something either broken or, what's the word I'm looking for? Devious. What's the word I'm looking for? Where you feel like somebody's twiddling with something in the background they shouldn't be doing. You know what word I'm looking at. I know what word, but I just can't think of it. And then with the media account, the pattern is pretty much straight across. So it's kind of dropped and just hit straight for 4 days. Up until yesterday. Yesterday I thought it was, and then I had some sales yesterday. So ever since that big explosion day of $850, it's just 4 days of like right at $300 for 4 days. So, and that was after the pattern of waves. And then it was the waves, and then it was doot. So all these different patterns just are, not normal to the eBay world. Yesterday was the only good day of the weekend. I did have a $200 item sell, so that put me over on the clothing store. But on the media store yesterday, we want to try to hit 500 in each store. $432 there. And over on the clothing store, $379. 200 of that was 200 plus 34. So 234 of that was one sale. So that leaves that store would have only done $40? $130. Without that one sale, that would have been the lowest this store has done with this many items. Not counting when I first started the store, basically, is what I'm saying. In a very long time. So technically yesterday probably shouldn't even have turned out like it did. It would have been about the same as every other day. So I'm curious to see what the average of the week is. I got a feeling it's going to be below 700. We were trying to keep it over 700. The record's 922 per day. We'll see what we did for the week. And I got a feeling it's not going to be pretty. All right, so we're in the clothing store first. I think wasn't the clothing store down last week? And the media store is actually up. I'm not sure. But we're down again. $1,929, down 17%. 1929.48. Down 17%. My net sales are up 48%, so I guess that's a good thing. But that's because the $300 for the store fee was taken out last week. You just had to go and ruin it, didn't you, James? 81 total buyers. Average sale price per item at $17.23. Average order is $24. Top 5 items. Coming in number 5 is women's coats and jackets, $101. Go figure, in summer. Number 4, men's t-shirts. Ooh, that dropped, didn't it? $143. Down 41% in t-shirts. I need to get some t-shirts listed. Number 3, Major League Baseball, $154. That's up 16%. Number 2 is my big ticket item. It's vintage toy play sets, $229. Number 1, men's hats, $519. Men's hats took a hit last week. Don't know why. Normally they don't, especially this time of year. But men's hats took a hit last week. All the stuff I've got pulled here, I think I got 2 hats. I think when I did some pulling yesterday, there was like a couple of hats for the weekend. I mean, it was bad. I don't remember exactly, but it was low. I know it was low because I'm just like, what the hell's going on? Why are these hats seem like something's changed? But then again, something's changed with the website. Things not being, we'll get into that after the numbers. All right, to the media store. Media. Let's see if we had any international last week. So $85 all week on the international websites. So the media store last week, $2,881. That's up 4.3%. 2880.58. Oh, that lumber's ugly. Average price per item, $13. That's up 16%. Which I'm finding odd. Like, where's all my low dollar stuff over here going to? I got some decent multi-piece orders, so I'm not sure. So for the week, that's $4,810. So we are under the 500,000 mark, which is sad. Divided by 7, we are below the 700 mark. $687. eBay, you're screwing me. So we're down over $200 a day from the highest best week so far this year. That's ugly, man. That's ugly. In the media store, so it's $12.75 average per item, which was up 16%. That's 226 buyers. We got 166 orders. So the average is back at $17.35. Last week we were up, right? Like 18 something. So we're down $1 per order. Top 5 items over here. Number 5 is the Longaberger canister set. Dinnerware and serveware, $147. Number 4 was the Native American, who was sitting right there. He's headed to Joplin, or in Joplin now at its new home. That was number 4 with $204. Coming in at number 3 of Vinyl Records, $275, down 47.7%. Yeah, that was another thing yesterday when I was that was another thing that stood out for the weekend, because I pulled Friday, Saturday orders Sunday morning, and there was 2 vinyl. And I'm like, what the hell happened to the vinyl sales this weekend? So there's just like huge categories that just seem to be wiped out this weekend for some reason. So down 47.7%, and that's the worst down of everything, I believe. So at least over here. Number 2, music cassettes, $536. That's down 1.3%. And CDs still killing at $1,194, up 12%. So I think today I am focusing in on CDs for a couple of reasons. All my new video idea series things I'm doing, that'll help out that and keep it easy and keep it flowing really well. And then I'll start throwing in other stuff for that. But we'll talk about that as I'm shipping. But as far as the problems, I mean, I had an eBay rep from the boards reach out to me through the board's message system, asking me where is the ticket number for the offer problems that everybody's talking about. And I'm like, well, it was in the very top post where they post all the issues. I go, it was in there, but it's not in, it's vanished now. So I'm guessing they think they fixed it, whatever the case may be. I don't know. But then I'm like, well, he reached out to me. So obviously he said he's working with gave 3 initials, eBay team, blah, blah, blah. And so I'm like, well, this is my opportunity. Boom, 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 boom. So I just let it all out. I posted what I typed in the post on YouTube and on Facebook. So if you want to see it all and read it all, you can go there and look at that. So it's in the post on YouTube. Go down several. And Facebook on my page, go down several. If you want to read that. So I just unloaded about everything that's going on and how can a thing I always ask you guys, how can a $1 billion e-commerce company have such a shitty website? I didn't use those terms exactly, but that's pretty much what it is. Why they don't just start building a whole new website at this point in time is beyond me, because you would think for the amount of sales that are being lost with all these problems, plus the hours being put into it, can it be that far off of a difference, especially now with AI? If you can have AI help build your website for you, is the cost really, you know what I mean? I mean, you would think it would be at this point in 2025 with AI coming up and then trying to implement AI into the system, that it would be more cost effective just to start from scratch. But as I've said a million times, I'm not a tech person. I don't know, but this weekend was a huge failure for eBay. I'm going to pull up just the weekend numbers. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in the media store. $1,074, down 30% from the previous 3 days, I'm guessing, compared to the 6th through the 8th. Yeah, so from the previous 3 days, that's down $1,074, and we were already having a crappy week with problems on the site. So for the weekend numbers to be down $1,000 when my Sunday was $800 because of a $200 sale, still down 30%. That's ugly. There's no pretty way of saying it. It's just ugly. And Clothing store, $941, down 18% from the 3 days before. Ugly. Ugly. Man, oh man, oh man. Let me go. There was the one day the down detector was spiking with the problems. Oh, May 12th, 2025. Down detector reports that eBay's experienced a high number of user-reported problems, primarily related to the website, checkout, and the app. Let me go to Down Detector and see what the hell's going on. Yeah, there was a huge spikes this morning at 7 a.m. Started about 6:30. Yeah, something happened this morning between about, I'm trying to get the exact number on here. We'll just call it, because you can't get it, between 7 and 7:15. Huge spike in problems. Was that, in my theory, they shut down, do maintenance on Sunday nights. Was that 7 a.m. rebooting the whole system? That's saying the last problem was 8:10. So it's going on. So in my ignorant head, when it comes to tech problems, they shut down to do the big maintenance on Thursday nights and Sunday nights. Was this a like, okay, we're done, let's reboot the whole system? So in my head, that's what I see, because that's what you do with the computer. If you update your computer, let's hit restart, get everything up to date. So that's how I kind of just view it, with simplicity, with simple things, with looking at the overall picture. Like I said, it's in ignorance of not knowing, but so don't take it for that is what happened. Let's see if we can go to the boards and see if anybody is given details on that problem. First and foremost, eBay, as they should, but never do. Last problem, they still got the last problem, 4/28/2025. So, when we know that's a lie. And yes, the problems with when you try to list in and sell similar, in drafts, whatever, there are details that it's saying are not up to date or are missing, but yet are there. Condition, that was the big one over the weekend, and I don't know if it still is today or not. I haven't listed anything, but even the last things I listed yesterday was still coming up with condition is missing, and you had to, but yet it's there. So that was the big problem this weekend. So it looks nobody's posted anything, at least in the tech part, about what happened this morning. So again, my thought would be it was a reboot of some sort. So what will today look like? I have no clue. You never know what you're going to get when you get an update with eBay. This morning we are going on 10 a.m., so we're 9:49 right now. Let me see if I got any international, because I did pull some international, but I don't know if it was this morning's or if it was yesterday's. My tummy just made noise, so it wasn't this morning. So going on 10 o'clock, we're at $85 in the media store. And we're $76 in the clothing store. And this is where math fails me. For some reason, my head has never been able to comprehend 8s and 7s. I don't know why, but 8s and 7s just confuse the frick out of my mind. I've always felt stupid because of it. So $161 going on 10 o'clock. So I like to be $250 over, but I'm not going to balk at that compared to what's been happening. But what's been happening is I'll get a surge of sales in the morning, and then I'll just get hours and hours of nothing whatsoever throughout the day, which of course is not normal. Again, also too, the last couple of days. So yesterday morning, I had 4 offers. Was it 4 offers? Yeah, 4 offers came through. Only 4 offers. This is day and night, give you. 4 offers come through in 18 hours. Now, I usually get 4 offers within 30 minutes. So only 4 offers in 18 hours. So now we are looking at, what the hell is going on here? Why is my Hotmail not updated since 5/1? I was just in it the other day. What the hell's going on here? Let me read. Oh, this is the other one. Never mind. This is the new store. All right, so alrighty, so 8:30 last night. See, like yesterday, I had on this store an offer at 1 o'clock hour, 2 o'clock hour, 3 o'clock hour, then not till the 7 o'clock hour, the 8 o'clock hour, then again not until 6 a.m. But again, that's my clothing store. Less items over there. So let's go over here. So my last offer on the media store, so I had a few in the 4 o'clock hour last night, yesterday, a few in the 5 o'clock, 1 in the 6, then nothing until 11 o'clock p.m., and nothing since then. So we're going on 11 hours over here with no offers. So 11 hours, 60,000 items give you. So that makes, so if we go back to say, let's just say 7 p.m., we've got 1, 2. So we have 2 offers since 7 p.m. last night, which is 15 hours. So 2, right? If my math's right. 2 offers in 15 hours. The day before, 4 offers in 18 hours. You cannot tell me offers are not working properly. And or when somebody clicks the offer, it says we do not ship to their location, because that's been a problem all week also. Again, I asketh, and then we moveth on. Because it's not necessarily being negative. I get a lot of hate, and I just erase them. Because it doesn't do anything constructive. Except you ain't going to tear me down by saying I'm being negative. I'm just giving you the facts. It's not like I am soaking on this stuff all day. It's not like I'm even going to try to say, well, you should just stop and boycott eBay. No, just keep working. Just keep listening. So I'm going to ask this question and then we'll move on. And if you don't understand what truth and negative is and the difference between them, I'll make a separate video for you later. And it might get struck with a bare ass on YouTube. So maybe I won't. I don't want to get my account hurt. I was just going to moon you. But again, okay. Now we move on. Stop it, James. Move on. I'm getting in the goofy mood. I'm getting out of the reporting of the bad stuff headspace. But one last statement, and I should make a shirt. How does $1 billion e-commerce website have so many freaking website problems? That's all I want to know. Just one little answer to one little question. And I am tired of that hair always looking out of place. I just want one little answer. I want one truthful answer to one little question. And if you can't answer it, then should you have your job? Should you have the position that you have? Moving on. All right, we're going to get to shipping, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my new video things I'm doing. And how do you guys like the first one? So let's get to moving. Here comes a yawn. Went to bed about midnight. Pee-wee got me up at 4. So I stayed up till about 4:45 after I let them out. I let them out for a little bit because I knew he was going to have to poop, and it took him about 10 minutes to poop. I just know if he's got to poop, if I don't just wait it out, he'll just start scratching on the back door in 10 minutes later, so I don't rush him. So I'm like, well, I gave him his medicine at 4:45, which is a little earlier because I usually do it at 6 every day. So what I'll do today is I'll just stagger the other pills. So instead of like his 2 o'clock, I might do it at 1:30. Instead of his 6 o'clock, I might do it at 5. So it staggers it. But so I gave him his pills then, and then I just couldn't fall back to sleep. I just laid there from like 5 until I must have fallen a little bit in and out because I did recall a dream or two at the time, which I've forgotten by now. If I think about it, I could pull it up, but so I guess I nodded off a little bit, but I couldn't fully fall back to sleep. I kept waking back up, so I'm kind of tired today. All right. Get the shipping labels. First up, we've got this Lake of the Ozarks shirt, kind of based off that Southern style, whatever it was called. Southern Comfort, I think it was called, or something like that. Anyway, men's medium shirt, sold for $8, headed to Iowa. So yesterday I just started, since I didn't get to this project, I worked on the office instead, as you probably saw in the videos. And I decided to try to utilize all the cameras I have. Because I've always had this envision in my head to where, and I wish you could do it. Maybe it's coming soon, hopefully to eBay with technology and stuff. Or maybe there's something out there that I'm just missing. But I always had this picture that there was just several different angles, and you could actually click on them to enlarge each one. You could create the size difference. Oh, I like this one bigger and these two smaller. Or this. So I always envisioned that. So I kind of went off of that envision of more than one angle. So if you watched last night's video, work with me, study with me style video, I have my normal camera in front of me. I have the screen share. And then I have my old camera that used to be in front of me, and use my extension USBs to put it kind of behind me. That way it would show my train videos I watch also. I wanted to make the video, in my head I'm thinking two different things. I'm thinking visually stimulating and also relaxing with the music and or sound effects I'm going to put on the next one. So you get kind of what you can get two different type of people. The kind that want company, right? Three types of people. Kind of work with me company video, study with me video. Somebody who's clicks on it who may not be into that, who might be visually stimulated, might just be looking at all the stuff that's going on. Because I've used my new desk camera, since I wasn't using it to take pictures, I put it out the window so you could see anything going on outside. So I'm like, okay, that's something going on there. You got the screen share, so you see what I'm doing there. And then you can see the overall picture, see the train video, see me on the computer. So very visually stimulating. So I wanted that. And then the music to bring it back down for the other crowd, right? So I liked the way it turned out. Now, I had two ideas, and then somebody gave me a third idea that has been mentioned before, but I totally forgot all about it. We got the Rocky Mountain t-shirt here. Sold for $9.50, headed to Irvine, New York. Irving, New York. Not Irvine, Irving. New York. The last one sold for $8. I don't remember if I said that or not. So one way is going to be with music. And then also I found a website that has royalty-free nature sounds. So one of them I'll do today, I'm going to put nature sounds in there. So you'll hear birds and forest stuff. So that's going to be, so I'm probably going to maybe alter between those two and see what the feedback is. People like the music. There was people who said there was one person who said they don't like that kind of video to work with. They like hearing just noise of what's going on. So I get that too. So, and they called it something that I always forget what it is because it's never been like a thing that I knew about, so I always forget what it's called. It's 3 or 4 initials. ASMR. Which stands for Anonymous Sensory Meridian Response. Meridian Response. And basically people who like, hi, my name's James and I'm here to talk to you today about eBay. They just had, talking that tone, or you hear the that kind of stuff. Me, that drives me nuts. If I'm paying attention to that, it drives me crazy. It's like, ah! But they have millions and millions of views on those videos. Here, let me see if I can play one right quick. This one was uploaded 17 hours ago. See, that just drives me Looney Tunes. I cannot do that. And she's like tapping on the screen at the same time. Oh. See, to me, that's sensory overload. It's just like makes me go crazy. It's like, too much. But, so I thought, I could try that. My problem with that, so if I turn off all things, and it means I got to shut up for an hour. I can't have my music playing for an hour, right? But then if you hear the clinking of the CD going down, if I'm doing that, you hear the keys of the computer. But 9 times out of 10, I'm going to drop something. Clonk, clonk. Ain't that going to ruin the whole video? So, it's something I will try, because I do get those moments where I don't mind just shutting off everything and hearing absolutely nothing. When I do it, it's very short term. So maybe you might get maybe an hour to a week of that. So I'll try that and see how it works too. But I think mainly it's going to be just relaxing type of nature music, and then nature sounds and stuff like that. At least to start off with, and see, because those videos have millions of views also. So. Do, 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 do. 10. Elizabeth. Because my goal this year is to hit $2,000 on, at least for 1 month, on YouTube. My highest month, I believe, was 1,500. And now that whatever YouTube changed, my money's gone up. So whatever they changed is benefiting my channel. So that's at least good. Because every day that I've uploaded a video, I've hit $30 that day, which takes my average to $900 a month, as opposed to I was running 5 to 7. So it gives me an extra couple hundred a month right now, the way they change things. So if that's the case, I'm thinking if I just put up these, I work all day anyway, so why not just record? I don't have to pay attention to it. I don't have to worry about anything, because you can't hear what's going on in the office. So if I got my music cranking, you see me moving or whatever, you know, I can still do everything normally. If I have to walk out of the room, well, that's part of the work. I'll be back. So I could literally record 8 hours or more of that. I do shipping and stuff. But I could probably easily get 8 hours a day doing that. Will I? No, because I'll stop here and stop there to, you know, eat lunch and take the dogs out or whatever the case may be. But I could get an easy 3 to 6 videos a day doing that. So if I do 3 to 6 videos of that, and they each just get 100 views, that's an extra 600 views at the new high price that's going on. Got this TFO fishing hat. Sold for $10.50. Headed to Buena Vista, Pennsylvania. Let me look and see what last night's did. View-wise. No, I'm not shooting for the millions. I mean, it'd be nice. It seems like there are videos that will take off over time. And I know there's a way you can link your videos together, you know, obviously through a playlist, but you can start putting at the end of the videos to click on this to go to the next video type of thing. So with them, I'm going to pay attention to that and do that. And there's really no editing involved, because I found a couple websites, downloaded a bunch of stuff, saved them so I can go back and download a bunch more. And I just click on it and open it with clip art or something on my computer, and just drag each one there, and then hit a button, and then it sends it to my computer. And that's it. And then I upload it. So after I download the music, the only editing is just clicking which song I want to put and staggering, because it was like a 30-minute video, which I'm going to do an hour. And I may try a 2 hour, so I'll play with different time periods, an hour to 2 hours, see which ones do better. So just pulling the music down to fill that is the only time. So I'm like, all right, we'll do that. But it's still pretty quick. So the slow part yesterday was finding a website that had true. Now, I haven't tested the Nature Sound one yet, which you would think Nature Sounds shouldn't tag like copyright stuff. So finding the right music that actually was royalty free, meaning when I uploaded to YouTube, it still monetized it. It didn't say this, you can't monetize this video. So the first website I tried, they all hit. I'm like, it said it was free, royalty free. The second one, I found a composer who does it, his own music, and says you can use this music, and it didn't hit. I'm like, yes. So that was yesterday's music. And then I found a nature sound, so I'll try the nature sounds today. I wouldn't think it would hit copyright for nature sounds. I mean, how can you copyright a bird singing, you know, or a bird tweeting in the background? So this video got 230 views overnight. So I'm going to try all three, and I'm going to try them for various lengths of time, hour to 2 hours, and see which ones take off the best. No, I didn't say take off the best. I said take off the best. So I'm looking at the best. That's why I said that. We got the Cardinals. Sure, here. I never noticed there's like a red design within the gray. I don't know if you can see it on there or not. It's very kind of faint. This sold for $9.50, headed to Almond, Idaho. So I figured if my normal videos can get me to 900, maybe I can do 3 to 6 of these other videos that can get me the rest of the money, or at least start getting me that way. If I can figure out a nice way to direct them, instead of making a separate site, because if I put them on a separate site, you know, I might be able to direct them better, but I'm not going to get paid right off the bat. So I thought I would just put them here and just upload them after 7 p.m. So if you work during the day, you can come back and grab the stuff from the night before and use. And then on the weekends, because I don't really do list too much on the week, or upload too much on the weekend. So if I just spam the weekend with a bunch of those videos, maybe it'll help them take off. So today what I'm going to do before I upload any, I'm going to go and see how other people's descriptions look on those videos. See what kind of tags they use, hashtags and stuff like that. Kind of change that up on the video so it's not just my eBay stuff in the description, that it actually maybe will help channel it and focus it into a different direction than just eBay resellers. And we got this Paw Patrol, sold for 13 bucks, headed to Tiffin, Ohio. So that's my goal with the YouTube, to try to make more money on there. Because I've always tried to play with something that just wasn't, you know, you can only talk so much before, like I said, you're saying the same things over and over again. Getting tired of hearing your own voice. 15, 7, 11, yeah. 15, I mean, there's some people that sound like, you know, they like hearing their own voice, if you will. That's not me. I don't get like an ego trip, you know, or anything, feeling like I am teaching something, right? You can tell when people are that way, but, and I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing, it's because if it's making you money, it's making you money, right? That's just, I can't use that as motivation because I don't have that. Correction. So it's a nice way to maybe make some money without having to talk, without doing anything other than what I already do anyway. So And then also too with the camera that's pointing outside. Figured some videos I'll point it down at the dog bed. So you got the dogs there also. Like today, I think it's kind of just dull and rainy, so maybe I'll point that one to the dog bed instead. Or maybe I record it and use the nature rain sounds in that video. So there's an option there too. So just a few different, you know. There's some variation to play with there. So there's only one hat this morning, right? Pretty lame. Right, Pee-wee? Pretty lame, ain't it? Yeah. You all right? Okay. I see you, baby girl. I'll talk to you too. I see you, baby girl. She's always so suspect. Like, what are you really saying to me? That don't sound very friendly. I don't recognize nothing you're saying. Oh, yeah, you farted, Pee-wee. You gotta stop that. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. I sold a cassette. I sold a postcard since I started. That's good. All right, let's get this other stuff done so I can get to the post office. All right. So we got any international. We got Canada. Oh, Canada. Got Poland. Our home and native land. Da, da. I don't know anything after that. Candyland for a PC. Sold for $5, headed to Farmington, Kentucky. Sorry, you don't have your glasses on, James. Farmington, New York. That's not a K, that's an N, man. Why you tripping, dog? Oh, Canada, our home and native land. Marianne. Marianne. Great song by Babylon AD called Marianne. Next up, the Eddie Duncan Story on vinyl record. Sold for $5. Headed to Nantucket, Kentucky. Man, I'm really getting my abbreviations messed up. Connecticut. My states are confusing me today. And where'd that cough come from? You inhaled too much air or something there. Something threw me off. There was a little wind that turned me on. 16. That would be 1. Louise. Louise. Dun, 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 dun. Next up, we got Herb Albert on vinyl. Sold for $5, headed to Michigan. Kechilo, Michigan, something of that nature. Dun, 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 dun. I'm living proof you don't need to be book smart to sell on eBay. Can't even pronounce damn states or country, or I can't even talk today. Can't even pronounce cities and towns. Good Lord, James. The hell's wrong with you today? All right, Mary Pat. All dressed in black. Had silver buttons up and down her back. Tom Jones, Spirit in the Room. Tom Jones, Spirit in the Room, Spirit in the Sky. So for $720, headed to Round Rock, Texas. See, I did something a little different there. Changed it up a little bit. Kind of put a hesitation in there and made you think that maybe I wasn't going to do it, but then I did it. That's called professional change-up stuff. What the hell is he talking about? I don't know. I just hope I'm not that stupid when I grow up. Stay in school, study, learn stuff. The end. Next, we've got "'Cause I'm a Loser, Baby, So Why Don't You Kill Me?" Got Beck on cassette single, sold for $560, headed to Los Fresnos, Texas. That would be a 2. Aubrey. Gonna run up to the Spirit in the sky. Suburban. Suburbanians. Don't you hate it when you know the word, but there it is again. Would you stop it? Dang. Stop. Cassette tape, Blossom. Sold for $5, headed to Seattle, Washington. Suburbium. I can't say it. I know it, but I can't say it. Seattle, Washington. Caroline. It's like it says, "Screw you, James. I own you." Holiday Lounge. Did I pull that one? Yes, I did. So for $750, headed to Inta, Pennsylvania. Inta. That's the train. I was like, was that thunder? There's the train coming. It's the train. We have a little train track. It goes to the rock quarry. So. Robin. Rockin' Robin. Tweet, 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 tweet. New Blood, Secret Life. CD sold for $650, headed to Amarillo, Texas. Cosmo. Next up, a great album. I remember I was working in the music store when this came out, and I played this album consistently before anybody even knew who they were. Biggity Bam, Candlebox, self-titled first release, sold for $5, headed to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Man, this song is good. Or this album's good. You, only you is for you. I'll never try, I'll never cry, I'll never push for you people. I'll tell you that it's real. I'll never lie, I'll never cry, I'll never try for you people. This is real. All you lonely people, keep on passing time away. You lonely people, keep on passing, pass away, yeah, yeah. I cry for you, yes, I die for you. This pain in my heart is real. We got this Copulation Blues Volume 1 cassette tape. Sold for $4.50, headed to Hammondsport, New York. You is for you. Only you is for you. 4, 8, 1. Boom. John. Next up, are you ready for a cassette line? Yeah. Hopefully I didn't count these. See if I pulled them all. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think this is all. So we got 8 cassette singles. $5, $5, $5.60, $5, $5, $5, $5, $5. Buy 2, get 2 free. We got She's Only 17. Winger 17. We got Miles Away. Winger, a very underrated band. They got a lot of crap that they didn't deserve. Can't Get Enough. Seal. Bad English. Possession. John Waite, Neil Sean getting together to cash in on the 80s hair band stuff. George Lamond. Lou Gramm. Richard Marx. And another Bad English, Price of Love. Headed to Brooklyn, New York. See if I fit in here or not. Get them all in here. Get it tightly packed. You is for you. Only you is for you. Nice and tight. Oops. 6 by 9 by 4. Nicholas. Next up, we got something a little bit different. Inaugural Hazelwood Creve Core 2-man disc Fall Glow from 2016. Sold for $7. Headed to Idaho. What'd you call me? I didn't call you nothing. I said Idaho. I didn't say Idaho. I said Idaho. And what I thought. Better not call me the hoe. Dude, thank you guys for buying that camera through my affiliate link. Let me see how much money I got. Ooh, another one sold. So 10 of them have sold. And I paid, what, $52 or $3 plus shipping. So I've got 23 of that back. That's pretty kick-ass. Thank you, guys. Pretty cool, man. Next up, are you ready for a CD lot? Yeah. This Day Forward CD, $5. Deer Hunter CD, $5. North Atlantic CD, $5. Trainwreck, $6.50. I'm sure they used the buy two, get two free. Headed to Washington, D.C. That one can be resurfaced. Do not seal, James. Do not seal. Do not seal. I started to seal it even though I was telling myself not to seal it. 14. Okay. Chris. Crisscross. And the last US one we've got Little Bow Wow. Bow Wow Wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. Not the same thing, I know. Sold for $5. Headed to Milwaukee. Milwaukee, Rising Coordinate. She looks at me like, what are you, stupid boy? Isaiah. I'll do these international later. Get to the post office. We're at 10:30. International always takes longer anyway. Ah. My sinus has been killing me the last few days. Again, when isn't it? My sinus is killing me. It's always a problem. Always a problem. Damn it. Damn it, Janet. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. Damn it, Janet. Damn it. Nicholas. I always like it when you see talented people who maybe, in my opinion, are like a little under, like they deserve more from society. I like it when they get their flowers, if you will. Like all the young kids say, get their flowers. And a person that falls into that category for me is Meatloaf. Like, I don't feel the success he got measured up to the talent he had, right? Sure, he's done songs and TV and movies, but I feel like he was like almost like a, a national icon of some sort. Just the talent that dude had. I don't feel like the level just wasn't. He should have been a hell of a lot bigger than what he was. So when I see like kids react to his music, or younger generations that react to his music, and like loving it and stuff, him and Jim Stein's music, I should say, but him performing it, his performances. I was a person that never, growing up, like I wasn't Meatloaf. That was something they played on classic radio. That's not my thing. But then as time went on, I'm like, what? This is pretty damn good. I gotta know right now, do you love me? Will you love me forever? Do you need me? Will you never leave me? Will you make me so happy for the rest of my life? Will you take me away? Will you make me your wife? I gotta know right now. Before we go any further, do you love me? Did you put my vinyl out of order? Will you love me forever? Let me sleep on it. Baby, let me sleep on it. This is weird. Why would it put... If I did that one first, why did it put that one second? Huh. Question this. So let me double check things. I want to make sure I didn't mess something up here. All right. All right. Mary Pat got the Herb Albert. I don't know, is eBay messing up again where it's, or did I? No, I was going, I'm not sure. Something goofy happened here. I'll make sure my butt's covered. My butt's covered. Maybe I stacked them in like that. I was talking. It's possible. It's possible I made that mistake. All right. I am done, finished, finito. Only one freaking hat. What up with that? That sounded like a couple of offers that just came through. No. It's one offer, but it's doubling up now. So there's another issue. And that's a brand new one again. But I've seen this many times over the past 3 years. I don't have very good reception over here on this phone. All right. Why did that say return requested? I thought that was already accepted. Oh, now it disappeared. Okay. So we're 10:40 and I'm heading out this door. We're at $97 on the media store and $76 on the other. So $170-ish at 10:40. All right, that's it for me. To work I go. Hi ho, hi ho. Off to work I go. Thanks everybody for hanging out, and I will see you all in the next video. Later.